Christy Hawkins, EMTIV, and Shay Stafford, paramedic, Benton County EMS. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is our story of the year. Yay! I think we have family members who are here. We'd love you to come sit down front. We have our vice president and director who are joining us, who are going to make a presentation in just a moment. But we are actually going to read this full story out of the book. You can look at it later, but I think you deserve to hear every word. We're going to wait until the family members get down. Oh, look at this. My goodness. There are no wonder we had so many empty seats. Y'all were hiding outside, weren't you? We'll let them get seated before we go on. That's sweet. Isn't that sweet? You can just go right ahead. That'll be fine. Oh, how sweet. Oh. It was a terrible wreck. A car had turned in front of an 18-wheeler on the interstate. One passenger was dead and another was airlifted to the hospital. When the EMS crew arrived on the scene, they found a deeply upset truck driver. He needed to talk, and EMS crew members Shay and Christy were there for him. The truck driver explained to them that he had grown up in a country where he had to hide his Bible and his family had to worship in a secret. His father had later moved them to the United States where they worshiped openly. When EMS arrived, the truck driver was already praying for the people who had been in the accident. Because religion was clearly meant so much to him, Shay and Christy prayed with the man, and then at 4 o'clock in the morning, they found a pastor who would come and minister to him. Concerned and touched by their patient, Shay and Christy called for permission to bring him back to the EMS station in Camden until when they got off duty. The man was without a vehicle, and they were concerned that he might not have money for lodgings. He was also very badly shaken by the events of the night, and they felt that he really shouldn't be alone. Christy gave up her bed at the EMS station so that the man could sleep in privacy. Shay asked for permission to leave her work shift the next day so that she and her daughter could drive this man to Nashville, where his family from out of state would pick him up. To be involved in an accident where others are seriously injured or killed can have a devastating effect on someone's life. This truck driver was miles from home. He was alone, and he was having to deal with the aftermath of an horrifically traumatic event. Shay and Christy took this man under their wings. Time and time again over that 24-hour period, they rose to meet both his spoken and his unspoken needs. They provided support and they provided comfort. That night, Shay and Christy were the living examples of the patient-centered culture that is so highly valued at West Tennessee Healthcare. We thank them for every single kindness that they showed to this man in his time of need. And we have. Where's your daughter? And this is the daughter that went with them to take him to Nashville. Thank you for letting us know that.
It truly is an honor to be here with Shay and Christy, and this is a story that, when you hear about it, you think, do people really do that? And the truth of the matter is, yes, people really do that, and people like Shay and Christy showed us how that we can minister to other people. And you've heard the story about angels among us. Well, I think that definitely was a testimony of the day. There were angels among the truck driver and the people that were there, and it was Christy and Shay. So it is truly my honor to work with them, and truly my honor today to present them with a $500 check apiece, as well as a day off with pay.
Y'all can go sit. Or did y'all want to say something? You're welcome to. Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so surprised, especially my family rolling in. Older sister from out of town, and today's my baby sister's 40th birthday. So she told me a story about being off work today. But the blessing, I think, was more for me than the patient, because some of the stories he shared with us, how my dad was a Baptist minister, and he's deceased, but we were raised to help others and put others first and never be ashamed to pray. And if I got to get a reward for something, I'd rather it be that I took the time to pray with somebody. So, but he was a blessing to me more so than him, because, you know, we take things for granted. And he shared with us so many stories how he'd get in trouble when he was 10 years old just for talking about God at school. Or if he was seen having his Bible, he'd get in trouble in the country he was from. And, you know, that made me really stop and think how lucky we are here in the United States. Thank y'all very much.